As promised, and something I always do with new sponsors to the show, give them a few minutes. Karl Vanderkoop, call Karl, Up Host Realty. Thanks again for joining the Niagara Sports Report family, and welcome to the NSR.
Hey, Rod Mawhood. Always great to see you, and thank you very much for having me on.
First things first, sports is a passion of yours. You understand its importance. Why is that?
Well, for me, sports is just a synonym for life. Hard work, teammanship, camaraderie, competitiveness. Keep working on your skills. Like your guest last week, Steve Christie said, "Put your head down, focus on the goal, and good things happen."
Speaking of the Bills, not many bigger Buffalo Bills fans than yourself. Will they rebound from last weekend's loss and still be in contention next season?
Yeah. Well, hey, to be honest with you, I don't know about you, but I'm not quite over it.
No,
It's
exactly.
it's actually not lost on me, Rod, that in 1993, when the Bills lost their fourth consecutive Super Bowl, I was 12 years old. And I have two sons, and my oldest son is 12 years old. And we were going into the game Sunday night, acknowledging that he was going up with his fourth consecutive playoff match against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, childhood drama of the Bills is in my family. And boy, what a game! Where we've had 17 years of no playoffs. We had the Music City Miracle. We had wide right again, and now I'm not even quite sure what to call this last game. It's just it was heartache. There was so many plays, games of inches, as you say. I'd hate to get into the whole thing about the refs, but you can't talk about the game without speaking about the refereeing and some of the last minute calls that were being made.
Well, I'm surprised that the NFL hasn't issued a statement or said there was mistakes made by the officials, because I was just going to say, you said game of inches, the fourth and shorts, whatever it was. Very
Yep.
interesting. But ironically enough, the last time the Bills beat Kansas City AFC Championship game, Steve Christie, of course, was the kicker. I've learned over the years, though, your favorite sport is baseball. You think the Blue Jays are in good spot here with spring training just around the corner?
Well, everybody loves to beat up on this management and how they keep being a bridesmaid to every big free agent out there. And yet, I think I'm a delusional Jays fan because they have this ownership group of Rogers Communications. They have big bucks, and it actually seems like the second tier free agency market is not able to be, a lot of teams aren't able to go for free agents right now. So I'm still kind of optimistic that they can maybe pick up an arm and another big bat. But we'll see. I'll always bleed my blue and white.
Did you see the Hal Steinbrenner comments or hear them on my sports? Even better.
Was he talking about the Dodgers?
He was saying not many owners can do what the Dodgers have done, yet the Yankees have been the evil empire for decades. So I didn't know what he was talking about there. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's such an arms race. And, without having a salary cap, it really does come down to the top five teams in the league that are going to be competitive every year. And the Jays are sort of that number 5 to 10 team on payroll. I'm hopeful. I'm really worried about Vladdy not signing long term. We're huge Bo Bichette fans in the family. But they still got great arms with Gosman and Chris Bassett and Barrios. Francis Bowden had a couple of one-hit games last year. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. That's what spring training breeds eternal.
Exactly. All right, let's bring things down to grassroots locally now. Your niece is a star for the Brock Badgers women's basketball team. Local sports are very important to you, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I absolutely love the local sports. My kids are, if we're not in basketball courts, we're in hockey rinks, and we're baseball diamonds in the summer. But boy, those Brock University girls Badgers, that is one exciting ball club. And you know what? I couldn't be prouder of my niece. She's an absolute baller, works on her craft. She distributes the ball, works, cleans the glass and plays hard. And I love that she doesn't push, she passes the ball in the double team, and yet she isn't afraid of the double team. So that team has OUA aspirations and, maybe national aspirations, and we're going to be rooting on Madeline and the Badgers all the way.
If you want to see what hard work is about, check out Madeline Weinert and the Brock Badgers women's basketball team. And as Karl said, proudly his niece. You're heavily involved in Kiwanis hockey, and big things are coming in the coming days there, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We're right around the corner for our Kiwanis House League playoffs. And this year, they're actually bringing back the grand opening ceremonies, which is part of a proud tradition of Kiwanis history. So I'm going to be honored to be the MC of the event. It's Wednesday, February 19th. We're bringing on all the teams for the house leagues out onto the ice, parade them out there, going over all of the individual trophies. There's going to be a shootout, and boy, oh boy, if we could find a mystery goalie like in the old days, that would be just the cherry on top.
As a proud Kiwanis graduate back in the day, it is all about the name of the game is fun. Continuing on with hockey, outdoor rink and rinks, you're a big part of it.
Oh my goodness, it has been a season. Rod, we have been blessed with such good outdoor weather this winter. And at my house, we have an outdoor rink, but more importantly, we have established with a good group of guys in the Walkers Creek community. We're in our 4th year of having the Walkers Creek rink. And you know what? Let me tell you, this thing is a beauty. It's 50 by 88 feet long. We have pond hockey nets out there. The kids from the neighborhood and beyond are coming out, are playing like crazy. The guys are working hard, flooding the rink. And it's just such a joy to watch. You know, we have from grandparents having skates together to little kids that are learning how to skate for the first time. It really is a rink out there for everybody. And it's just wonderful to be part of the community with it.
You just said it. Outdoor rink, part of the community. It's all what Karl Vanderkoop is all about. Karl, your business, Up House
Yes.
Realty, where can people reach out to you?
Yeah, well, I'm right downtown, Rod, 73 Queen Street at the Up House. Certainly born and raised in this community. Sell this community every day. I absolutely love where we live and love the lifestyle that we get to have in this community to raise a family. And you know what? We're off to a good start to the spring market, and you know, excited for the months ahead.
And that Bills flag proudly is flown above the Up House. That segment of the Niagara Sports Report was indeed brought to you by Up House Realty and Karl Vanderkoop, a proud Niagara native that understands the importance of sports in and to our community. When you're buying or selling your house, a house, call Karl. Check out uphouserealty.ca today. Karl, thanks again for joining the NSR today and the NSR family.